I say this to you so that you will think. Why does Israel want to rule the world? Answer: because Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, in order for the Jews to accept his claim that he is indeed the true Messiah, he must rule the world from Jerusalem, from a state of Israel. Otherwise, nobody is going to believe him.
Quran also explained the exact time of the Great War or the Malhama, because Prophet Muhammad said when Jerusalem in flourishing and Medina will be in desolation. That means Jerusalem will be in the headlines and Jerusalem will be in the world affairs. In the other hand, the old name of Medina is Yathrib, will be in desolation. Then he said, look to the next event will be the Malhama, and only after the Malhama Antichrist Dajjal will be born as a human being. Quran said that history repeats itself. Now we look into the history and we will see how the history will repeat itself. In fact, that Britain did not give way to the United States as a second ruling state. Before Britain was replaced, Britain was a place in a situation where she was facing the defeat. Germany in the First World War used a new weapon of war never used before. Germany used the submarine. German submarine was marooned the Britain, and Britain had enough food to survive probably another 2 weeks. Britain was gonna lose the war if United States not intervene. I say this to you so that you think the Zionists went to the Britain and say, let's make a deal. You gonna lose the war. Let's make a deal. Then Britain asked, what do you want? We want Jerusalem. We want the Holy Land. And that's how the Balfour Declaration came out. And then Zionists go to the United States. Henry Ford was the popular American at that time, more popular than the president, and he opposing the United States to intervene into the war. And the Zionists succeeded and they brought United States into the war. Now I say to you, in order to Israel replace the United States, a trap has to be set for the United States, and United States has to suffer a fall, a big fall, as a consequence which will be clear that the United States no longer be considered as a ruling state in the world. Part of this trap, of course, is the deliberate and pre-planned demolition of the US dollar. The deliberate and the pre-planned incremental demolition of the US economy. They are almost the end of the road now. But I want to ask you the question, is there will be a military trap for the United States? The answer is yes. That's why China and Russia not vote into the veto power in the first resolution of Libya. There is a trap is set for the United States as well, and moving and find themselves in a military situation where they're gonna facing the embarrassing defeat. And then to save the United States, Israel have to intervene in the same way that save Britain. United States has to intervene. This is how the history repeats itself. Does Israel has that technology? I believe Israel has technology even Uncle Sam doesn't have to impress the mankind. Antichrist Dajjal bring that technology. They have such technology even Uncle Sam can't imagine, and leave Uncle Sam in the backyard. China and Russia and the others Muslim country not bow down before Antichrist Dajjal. That's why this is a fight to finish, because rest of the world bow down before Antichrist Dajjal. Actually, this is a fight between believer versus non-believer. First World War, and the Second World War just like a peanuts compared to this war.
So, Bible and Torah and the other book of religion prophesied that the last war, or the Bible called it Armageddon, or people call it World War 3, will be 9 minutes. That's gonna be a huge war in the world. It's called Gog and Magog, a very serious war. But now, just 5 to 10 atomic missile, one country to other, everything will be collapsed. The book of Zechariah 14, in a prophet, one of them known as Zechariah, he described the last war will be the atomic war. And from the Quran we know the last war also be atomic war. It inscribed in details called Surah Ar-Rahman. In this war, out of 199 combatants will be killed. That's mean the normal gun can do that. It has to be atomic war.
Conclusion: this is one of the sign of end times, Dukhan, the smoke. Now you know everything on this subject, I hope. Let me know your opinion on the comment section.